Hi, my name is Olivia Spera. The title of my artwork is High Contrast Ice Cream Drawing. This project focuses on the use of value to create a realistic representation of an ice cream cone. In class, we explored different shading techniques to develop depth and dimension, making the subject appear three-dimensional. My goal was to display the highlights and shadows of an ice cream cone to enhance the lifelikeness of it. For this piece, I chose to use white-colored pencils on black paper. The black background forced me to think differently about light. Where typically I would add dark tones over a white background, I had to build the light and contrast on a dark base. This allowed me to explore how light and shadows interact in a new way, pushing me to think about how each mark contributes to the overall composition. I experimented with various techniques such as cross-hatching, layering, and blending to create smooth gradients and sharp contrasts that brought the ice cream cone to life. Each layer of the pencil I applied was very carefully considered. I used soft strokes to show the smooth, creamy texture of the ice cream, while the cone needed a more precise approach to highlight its geometric shape. The contrast between the softness of the ice cream and the rigidity of the cone was something I wanted to highlight, making the two components feel distinct but still part of the same cohesive piece. I focused on the subtle variations in light, knowing that even the smallest change in the value could alter the piece's overall depth. My process began with a light sketch, mapping out the proportions of the ice cream and the cone. I made sure to get the composition right before diving into shading. Gradually, I built up the shading, starting with the midtones and moving into darker areas. The shading let me focus on the technical details while also still thinking about the mood I wanted to create with the light and the shadows. I intentionally left areas of the paper blank to preserve the darkest tones, such as the darkest darks of the ice cream cone. This project not only helped me improve my ability to control value transitions, but it also deepened my understanding of how light affects form. I now see that light isn't just there to brighten a subject, but it's also essential in defining and shaping it. By paying close attention to the light and shadow, I was able to bring dimension to the drawing and make it feel more dynamic and lifelike. The process also deepened my appreciation for the way artists use contrast to guide the viewer's eye and provoke a particular mood or emotion. Through this experience, I feel like I've grown both technically and artistically. I'm excited to continue experimenting with value and contrast in my future work, knowing that these elements can transform a simple drawing into something far more engaging. This project taught me to see beyond the subject itself and to embrace the subtle details of light, texture, and depth.